So you were saying that you are an Everrat Records baby.
Yeah,
Like you're
Everrat Records, yeah, actually, fuck yeah, we got Dehumanizers connections and stuff, and so this was my club, mostly in Big Top. I played in Big Top, and we started about '88, and then we just never broken up, and people moved away and have kids, and fucking everybody comes back. It's like The Godfather when they're like, I left, man, don't bother me. But they always pull me back in. Fucking, so I joke around that it's like fucking $500 minimum or something, like it's for the money, Like, oh, we only get together, we'd do a reunion for the money and shit, but yeah, not really, it's fun and shit.
Hey, look, most people are touring their first album again because that's all the fans want to hear, but this is like a prequel.
Yeah,
this is a prequel. This is rare stuff.
Yeah,
and it's a
that was fantastic,
nostalgia
Rob.
Piece.
You busted the room up. That was very.
Don't tell me that guy's in the band too. I'm running out of.
This is it. I should be it, right? 5 of us. Yeah, no, I grew up. Tom was living down the street, and I'd go to parties at the Splatter Pad, and so I've known The Accused since the mid '80s and stuff, and they've always been cool as fuck to me. I'd just be a little skate punk, skinny fucking kid with no money and just a skateboard, and always totally cool. And so I've known Tom that long. And then in the '90s, I played in a band with Blaine, the ex-singer for The Accused, in the Black Nasty. Yeah, that's what we were called.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried to get the Facebook page a little while ago. I'm like, probably should just start something for memory. We got tons of pictures and flyers.
What was that,
shit.
Post Grinning Like an Undertaker?
Now that I look back at it, it was Post Grinning, and it was, they'd just done the Splatter Rock album.
Oh, right.
And so we formed that band all together. I didn't join it. We formed it in late '93, and it went to late '95. Yeah, I think that was a 2-year thing.
Was that like during Grunt Truck?
It was during Grunt Truck. There you go. Oh yeah. No, it was there. Yeah, a lot of fucking.
Oh, so while Alex and Tommy were in Grunt Truck, Blaine and you were in.
Yeah, and Whoopi and Thermo and Jerry Irwin. That was the Black Nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah, I'll tell you. We rehearsed at Crown Studios over there when Alex was managing it, or owned it at that time, and we tried to get it. We needed a room, and we called it Grunt Truck's Closet because they had the big room and shit, and it was really like the little storage room or something. But so we started out in there. We're like, so that's where the status of our band was. Like you say, it was like Grunt Truck was happening or whatever at that point.
Because Alice in Chains liked them.
Yeah, hey, whatever it takes.
That's cool.
It's just so cool. They've done great tours. Yeah. Those ones with Alice in Chains and shit. Yeah.
Fuck, I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, that was funny, man. That. The Black Nasty, because people had a thing or two to say about fucking Grunt Truck this and Niemeyer that fucking shit. And I liked it all. I always have, and I don't don't go for a lot of shit talk and stuff because I see.
All right, so you're not of the opinion that grunge was a 20-year distraction where billions of dollars were spent that could have been spent on even worse sounding bands that had more fucking, it's up to all the punk bands that got left behind, and then like 5 moderate sounding bands got carried away with themselves and spent all their money on heroin. Is that what happened?
Well, it didn't go deep, man. That's what it didn't. It just scratched the surface. It's like any other good genre of music, though, too, like the big 4 of thrash metal or whatever,
Right.
And so we had a big 4 big time, man. It was like the big 4 of grunge. Nirvana, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains, and fucking Pearl Jam. Whether you can say each of their music.
And toss those out and then start looking at grunge. Dude. Go from Mudhoney down, and that's where all the music's at. Not taking any away from those other 5 bands,
right,
but
that's how
it's just the whole world. I mean, and here's what happened with me is because, like I say, I wasn't into grunge. I was into Blaine, right? So I never really went back and listened to Green River, and it's the best. Mark's voice then in Green River, it's insane.
Yeah, you're like me
You know,
then
it's
too.
sick. Green River is a fucking awesome band.
I'd love to have. Yeah, I haven't listened to that in fucking.
You're amazing,
forever.
dude. It's just
See,
like
I do the same-
just studying it now.
I do the same thing. I got older and I fucking listened to Ween and all these things that back in the day I would have fucking wanted to beat their ass or something for singing like that or something. I wanted everything harder and faster and heavier. My whole life growing up from a little kid listening to Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin going, whoa, that's crazy sounding and stuff. And then at 13 and 14 hearing Bad Brains and SNFU or something, and it's like, whoa, it's the same feeling. Like, I've never heard shit like that before. And then and then Rain and Blood came out, you know, I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, so I was went harder, faster. And bands like Judas Priest went and did Turbo Lover right then and stuff. I'm like, oh.
You know who saved me from the projection of fucking going from Slayer to Obituary to Deicide to Cannibal Corpse? Oh my God, Napalm Death, when does it end?
Yeah.
6 Feet Under is what finally pumped the brakes. They were like, okay, let's slow down here and just go back to, and it was Chris Barnes.
Comparatively to that time frame, the Melvins did that for me back then. I did take to them right away where a lot of people didn't. You know, nobody fucking did back then. Except I guess now everybody. I guess history's been revised because everybody liked them all the time. There was a few of us, you know, that was very fucking. A sparse few, but I got turned on to them from the live shows, you know, and then I went out and bought Bluey Porch treatments and stuff. So, but I tell you, that was the only one, and Discharge was the other one who did it with the drum beat, you know.
Some of this music you can't appreciate it listening to it until you experience it live, and then you understand how it. Like in hardcore, like we used to write our songs thinking about how people were gonna dance, like the DRI. You know what I mean? Controlling the audience.
And then a big breakdown part with fucking.
Yeah.
You picture it in your head, man. Totally. Yeah, I do. When a breakdown part, I see a big circle pit.
I love it. I see a bunch of wallflowers.
Let me answer. Yeah, I'm just bullshitting. But,
wallflowers in their 50s. Going, oh, honey, my back. Go warm the car up.
Let's not even talk about that ailments. That's what all conversations turn into with dudes in their 50s and 40s. And it's like, hey, where we used to talk about skateboards and you know, thrashing around. Now
for me,
like,
coming back down here,
my shoulder and my knee. And,
right.
Yeah.
We're here talking with what's your name again?
Brian.
Brian from
Brian
from the Accused.
Yeah, let me go through my resume since that's what you asked originally was. After Black Nasty, then I, you know, there's some little things, but played in 13 Scars was my last gig for the last 10 years.
I'm glad we mentioned that.
Yeah,
I always get them mixed up with Psycho 78.
Nice,
I think it's because
man.
must have filmed them in the same week, and they're both a 3-piece or something.
Yeah, I think we did Ass Fest with them or something. One of those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you've been down there in the fucking the communist compound that is Joy Bonnie's bomb shelter.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I know there was some. Yeah, you know, I don't buy into any sides unless they do something to me or something really bad that I morally disagree with or something. But
well, what happened to me is a couple of years ago I diverted the dive bar circuit through my living room. And started throwing house shows. And so all of the cool kids started playing my house. And then I booked the Mentors. And then they scattered.
I think we were booked. 13 Stars was wanting to play there, man. We were really wanting to. So yeah, that.
Oh, so I mean, it's 13 Scars now. No. Right then, like you're in the band then.
Yeah. No, I was in from 2011 all through. Well, they were really fired up. I think they did 3 shows before I joined. But then, you know, Sean left. Yeah, that's another radio station or another radio show. Is I did play one. You know, we had a lineup change or two before I had to split. You know, and I think we never broke up either. You know, it's just like. People go their ways or have their own problems, and then, you know, just 1 or 2 people want to keep it going, and it either stays going, or else you do a reunion, you know, with a couple other members eventually.
What kind of gear do you play through?
Mesa Boogie and fucking Gibson.
Fancy Kennedy here, live on Punk Rocker C, talking with Russ
Yeah. No, you don't want to talk with me. Hey, is the Mesa Boogie yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got.
That's about all you get
it
for me.
set up. I got it set up too. But I did get a Les Paul Access. It was let me mention it since we lost a member from Rush this weekend. It's Alex Lifeson model.
All right.
So it's a Gibson Les Paul with a Floyd Rose and a floating tremolo in it, installed in it, because people would talk all kinds of shit. It's like, oh, you fucked up your Les Paul and put a Floyd in it or something. And so, it comes from Gibson. It was 2014, all the woods. It's before they really went to shit, I guess, and stuff. But so that, along with now I got my Mesa gear, and I'm just, anytime, if anybody knows of any Mesa Boogie cabinets for sale, just get a hold of me, hit me up on our Facebook page, because that's all I'm building the wall of Mesa Boogie cabinets, man. And
that's
then throw about it's always since '88. First fucking Mesa Boogie.
There's a guy that is he can fucking play all the Ingves material, and he plays in a kind of glam band in Seattle called Drastic Down. He's an Italian dude named Enrico Maruzio, and he has a Les Paul with he works at Guitar Center downtown. He's got a Les Paul with a Floyd Rose, and he's having them make I think ESP or someone like that make him a signature model.
Wow, cool, man. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
That's the thing. I love that locally, because
I'm a Zappa head. And whenever Zappa came out and talked about the whammy bar, and then he came to the Floyd Rose, and then he had Adrian Belew, and then he got Steve Vai, and I've been playing a Floyd Rose ever since then, dude. Yeah, so I play Ibanez.
I've had a couple, man. Sweet, dude. I think so many people get intimidated by him for some reason, but that was one of my first or second. I always wanted it. I just always wanted to be able to fucking dive bomb, and then I had to find out where to place that type of shit in hardcore punk rock or pop punk or whatever I was playing, or metal, because that